Hi guys, so it is the 18th and I'm going to the post office, and my hair, I took my braids out and I did mini twists. Getting used to it. And yellow has just been like, I've been loving the color yellow, so like I have like my yellow gold jewelry, yellow shirt, but I got it from a thrifted like booth at one of my markets. And I have some bracelets on and earrings from my shop. These necklaces are also from my shop, but this one is out of stock. I have to restock it because it's so cute, and it's like an opal, so like it shines in the light. So yeah, I'm gonna go to post office, maybe the beach shop, Michael's, and just kind of go around and see if there's anything else I want to add to my shop for summer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys, so it is the day after my last market before I took a break starting today, and I am just walking around. I want to start looking for things to not only to upgrade my booth for when we start back up in the beginning of July, but I also want to find some wire for a project. Oh, there's a butterfly. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a butterfly over there. But anyways, I'm trying to find wire that's thick enough for me to use to make arm cuffs. I have a lot of wire at home, but it's not the right size, so I have to find some. And I'm also looking for things to decorate my booth because I want my booth to look cute. I'm looking for displays or just anything, so let's look around. Like a shelf like this will look really cute on my table, but I'm afraid it's a little too big. And they also have this mannequin, and mine is getting dirty, so this actually looks pretty cute. Or even something like this to put my necklace display on my table. Okay, so I see some wire, and the one I'm looking for needs to be 12 mm. And these are way too thin for what I need. Okay guys, surprisingly, I did not find anything. All the wire was like 16 gauge or 20 or higher, and I need 12 gauge or even thicker to make the arm cuff. I could put two wires together, but I'd rather just get the right wire. So I think we're gonna go to Michael's next to see what they have. And worst case scenario, I'll just buy it online. So yeah, I just went to this like little shop and I got a matcha. Okay, so now we're looking for the wire, and honestly it can be any material because I do need to practice making the arm cuff before I put it on my shop, so I don't mind it being brass or another material. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and practice with these two wires because these are like the exact size I need. So I went to the stores earlier, as you guys saw, and I was playing around with the design by watching a YouTube video, and I made this one, and it's okay. Honestly, for my first time, it's not bad, but there's some issues there. But I'm just sort of trying it out and seeing what I can make. This is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make another one in silver. So yeah, this will take me a while to perfect, but once I get a good design, it should be pretty cute. I swear. Okay guys, so it is currently the 29th of June and I decided that it's probably a good time to go ahead and show you guys some of my jewelry studio. So as of right now, this is kind of where I keep my bracelets, which I don't have that many left. I'm actually planning on doing some charm bracelets maybe for summer. So I just have these up right now. And I will also put my watches up here once I clean them and get my watches all situated. There will be watches here as well. So this is where bracelets and watches go. And this pegboard is actually from Dollar Tree. I literally just spray painted it purple and I put these little hooks on. And honestly, if you look closely, it's a little janky, but from far away, you can't really tell. It looks pretty nice. And it's just on the side of my room. And next we have one of my favorite things I've purchased. I purchased this earlier this year actually, and it's a frame and it has like this like plush velvet underneath and it holds all my chains. For a lot of my necklaces I assemble them or I repurpose them, so I put the chains here and they look so pretty. And it does look a little bit messy, I guess. Not messy, but it's full on this side especially. But honestly, I really like how it looks and it's very good for me to kind of separate things and just have all of my chains here so I can just pick them up when I need them. And I haven't had anything on the bottom. I used to, but I'm deciding on replacing that with something else. I'm thinking of putting either my locket necklaces up here or some other jewelry. This whole studio is a work in progress, so everything's not final, but you know, this is what we have for my chains. And then we have some earrings up here. I just put one pair of all the earrings in my shop for right now because I just like visualizing them, and I also didn't want to put all of them up there because there's some new ones I'm gonna make in the next couple weeks before my summer drop. And this display I got from Michael's and I literally, once again, I spray painted it purple. A lot of my stuff I just spray paint to make it purple, or I try to find purple versions of it. And I just have some charms right here from Charms and some random lockets. These ones don't really sell in my shop, but I just have them here, and I have some other ones that I detangled or just found. And this is actually a new necklace that's coming to my shop in a couple weeks on July 11th. And this is where I keep all of my bracelets. I like having it displayed here because it just brings a pop of color, and it's right over all of my beads right here. I kind of color coordinated them. A lot of my bracelets are sold out at this time, but I just placed them here. So we have like darker beads at the top and then the lighter ones at the bottom. We have purples, pinks, and then goes to blues, yellows on this side. And then on the other side, we have some of my more valuable crystal bracelets, I guess you could say. A lot of these are selenite that are dyed. Like these ones, these are new. I didn't even put these on my website yet. These were a market exclusive for June, but I will put those on my website for summer. And then we have all of my other bracelets. We have some more dyed selenite bracelets. We have tiger's eye, we have rose quartz, amethyst. First are flower bracelets, which I need to restock, green and more red, because those are low in stock. And then we have the main desk, and this is where I work on most of my jewelry. I love seeing all of my beads right here. It's so pretty. I normally have it completely clean. So right here, I just have a jewelry plate. This jewelry plate just holds some of my scraps or like charms I found or just some random stuff, honestly. And then right here we have a strawberry bowl. This bowl I got from Hobby Lobby, I believe. No, I got this from Joann's before they closed. I got this from Joann's, and it just holds all my tools. And normally I have my tools in my cart, but right now I just have them in there. And then we go here and we see the first part of my bead collection and the first part of my little displays. And they're empty right now because I have a lot of stuff coming in, and within the next week they'll be here and I can display them here. So I'm gonna have my rings, the new rings here, and then I'm gonna put some of our new necklaces here. And then we have all my beads, and at first I did try to color coordinate. Try to say that 10 times fast. I tried to color coordinate them, but some of them got mixed up, so I just left it as is, and it still looks pretty. So normally on the top I keep most of my cat's eye beads, but they do get mixed up with other beads. But yeah, this is just what it looks like. I have so many beads. I just have this little frame I use for my markets, and I have my logo in there. And this thing I got on Amazon like maybe 2 years ago. It's a light, so you can actually turn it on and you can move these down. So at nighttime I can work on my jewelry, and it has different modes. And I like having it on warm because, I don't know, it just looks pretty in a warm tone. I have my arm cuffs. These are a work in progress. I just made these recently and I really wanted to try it. And when I try jewelry out, as you guys saw earlier in the video, I don't use the materials I would because I don't want to waste the materials. So I just got like some aluminum wire from Michael's and I tried them out and they turned out pretty good. But there's some tweaks I need to make, and those will be ready hopefully by the 11th, so I'll be working on those. Some other earrings over here. I need to hang these back up because I just did some product photography for these. These little star earrings are super cute, and they're made with the same beads as the bracelet that I have up here. And yeah, I just have some of those, and these are from spring, and I still have some left over, and they will be perfect to sell for summer. And we have more beads underneath here. Once again, not really organized, but it still looks pretty. And I have these crochet flowers, which I got from a vendor at a market, and I just put them on display on my booth and here. And I have this. This is actually from Ross. And sometimes I keep my little wire scraps in here. And then I have this. This is actually a ring sizer. And when I make jewelry, I like to use this. If it focuses, there we go. You can see that it has different ring sizes on there. So I can go ahead and measure rings and make sure everything's the right size. And my desk is from IKEA. It did get scratched up because sometimes I'm pretty rough with them. So there are some scratches and I do have to clean it off pretty often because it gets dusty, as you guys can see. But yeah. And I have these Alex drawers, and they're not really organized, to be honest. I have to organize them. But actually they are organized, but they're just kind of full right now. And yeah, I also use these legs. I don't know what they're called. I have to find them. But yeah. And we also have my rolling cart, and this has been so good for just organizing my beads and having them out, because a lot of times I like having my stuff out and not in my drawers so they don't get messed up every single time. This is like the random beads that I don't really use. Like some of them are not the right materials that I like to use, or just the beads don't really match what I'm looking for. I have some watch batteries and my watch kit that I got on Amazon. And then on the middle rack, we have some charms, some spray paint, which some of this I used for my pegboards at my markets, and a paintbrush because I have to repaint them. So that actually should be down here, but nevertheless, we have some other things already organized for my markets, and we have some charms. And here we have flowers that I used to have in a little vase, but I took them out. These are fake. These are not real. And yeah, this is kind of just where I keep my actual materials. So I have a lot of my wires I use, clasp, and underneath all this we have my watches, which I have to organize. Some other scraps and work in progress. And then I have all my like jump rings, my wires and gold and silver, clasp, and my lockets underneath. And like I said earlier, normally I keep my tools here. Right now they're just over there on my desk. And I have some other tools that I don't really use that much, but I just like keeping them. And this is kind of where I was keeping the stuff to clean my watches. I have like a little brush and a toothbrush when I clean everything. And this is to label my rings. I just threw it in here because why not? And I can just push this right to the side of my desk like this. And this is where it normally goes. And I have my monitors over here. This is not really related to jewelry, but I just do sometimes some admin stuff on these. And I have this little mirror, and next to it I have some prints. I do like to support other vendors at markets. So this one I actually got from, I will put the vendor name here, or their business Instagram. And this is just a super cute little Tinkerbell print, and it's so beautiful. And this one I got a little bit further back, and it's from this artist. And it is a print of like this like whimsical dreamscape. And I have to frame these two because these are so pretty. And I feel like they're like in the same universe, which is really pretty. So what I do, for right now, I just have it up here. If I find their name, I'll put it on the screen. But this is just like a taxidermy butterfly, and these are so pretty, and I just love the colors. Like I said, lately I've been loving the color yellow, so this is so pretty. And right now I just have these prints on top of here, but I will of course get a proper frame for them. Another print I got from another vendor is this Hatsumika one, and I'll put the vendor name on the screen. And I have a figurine of her, and this is so cute to be right next to it. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my little studio tour. I know it's not the cleanest, or you know, it's cute for what it is. I am always looking to upgrade it. So yeah, if you guys liked what you see, go ahead and like this video and subscribe for more as we get ready for our summer drop. And our summer drop actually is live, so you guys can check out my website at shinyskiesjewelry.com to shop necklaces, lockets, watches, rings, and more. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!